Alrighty, let's get sexy, motherfuckers. Peter Gilmore here for a Thursday night video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are all down below, down there in the description box. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and don't forget to share this video all over the internet. But most importantly, don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. So like the video, dislike the video, whatever you want to do. Leave a comment after the video or in the chat and act a fool. And don't forget to subscribe to my other channels as well. And just follow me on social media, share the video all over the internet, and tap that goddamn bell. It's there for a reason. Even though they can't use it. 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to change my banner. So, as it says, I am the paid. Sorry. Sorry, I had a Judas Priest moment because I'm going to talk about the Painmaker in a little bit, and that's all I got to say about that. So, all right, so let's get it. All right, on this Thursday night, July the 29th, 2021, already the end of July. Saturday's the end of July and Sunday's beginning of August. About to start the dog days of August on Sunday. And it's going to be an interesting month of August. It's going to, the sun's going down and all that other good shit happening in August. We got a lot of wrestling in August coming up. We got SummerSlam in Vegas, or will it be in Vegas? We'll talk about that in a minute. And what's going on with SummerSlam and the mask mandate, and I'll talk about that in a second. We got Ring of Honor doing Glory by Honor night 1 and 2 on Friday the 20th and August 20th, and night 2 on same night as SummerSlam. I mean, August 20th is gonna be a big freaking day. It's crazy. Got SmackDown the night the night before SummerSlam. It's gonna be in Phoenix. Who knows if that's even gonna happen, but we'll see. We got Rampage, the first dance in the United Center in Chicago, which may or may not be the debut of that guy named Phil. You know who he is. Phil Brooks. So we'll see what happens with that. That's going to be a big night. I mean, the ratings for both shows are going to go through the roof, and especially if Punk is on that show, on debuts on Rampage in Chicago at the first dance, which is now trademarked, by the way. Rampage is going to do a huge rating if Punk's there. If not, who knows? Um, we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, so Ring of Honor is going to be in Philly that night for night one of Glory by Honor, which is going to be a pretty good show. Um, Rouge is defending the Ring of Honor World Title against Flip. I believe it's Flip Gordon. Not the greatest of opponents for your first title defense, but why not? Got that, and then I think it's on night two or night one or night two. We got the final. What's it? What they called it? The last stand. I mean, everything's called the last dance, the first dance, the last stand, the first stand. So basically, it's the last stand, the final match between Vincent of the Righteous against our good friend, I'm Matt Taven, and the final match inside a steel cage, brother. So that's gonna be bloody, and it's gonna be brutal, and it might be the final time we see Matt Taven in Ring of Honor. There's a lot of rumors going around about Matt Taven possibly leaving Ring of Honor and going to AEW. I would not mind that. I'd love to see Matt Taven in AEW, but we shall see what happens with that. A lot of people saying that Matt Taven's going to lose and go to AEW. Other people saying that he's going to win, and then him and Mike Bennett are going to go on a run maybe and go for the tag team belts. In the OG Kingdom. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And then, so that's on August 20th, that whole night. Like I said, Ring of Honor, SmackDown, Rampage, possibly with CM Punk. Oh boy. And then the next night, we got Glory by Honor Night 2 and SummerSlam, which is basically going to kill that. And then on the 22nd, the night after SummerSlam, we got NXT TakeOver 36, which is probably going to be the better of the weekend. And also, we got preseason football. Not that anybody cares. That's that. So, we got that. Then we got the Raw after SummerSlam, the NXT after SummerSlam, Rampage after the one in Chicago. But, and then we start leading up to All Out 3 back in Chicago, which could be, Punk might be that at that one if he's not at the first dance. Who knows? Bryan Danielson might appear there, though they're saying that his debut is going to be at the New York City show on September the 22nd, Dynamite Grand Slam. So we'll see what happens with that. And then in September we got Extreme Rules coming up. Got some other stuff going on. Baseball is going into the is going to go into the final stretch. Football is going to start on September the 9th and then the 12th. That's some good stuff. Preseason hockey, all that good stuff. Preseason basketball. Not that anybody cares about that, but it is what it is. But the thing is, will all of this happen? And signs are pointing to no. Why? Because of the fucking virus. The Delta variant is just going berserk now. Basically around the country and around the world right now. Australia's on a lockdown again. I think till about the end of August. I think they said August 24th. The lockdown till. That sucks if you live in Australia, mate. But here in the good old US of A, the CDC is saying that we have to wear masks now, even if you're vaccinated. Really haven't really said much about social distancing, but I think that's gonna come back. We have to be 6 feet apart. Because basically everywhere you go now, you go to a baseball game, you're sitting next to each other, 30 to 40, maybe 30. Well, I don't know how much, but most stadiums are sold out. Wrestling events got a lot of people in them, especially if you're in Texas or Carolina or in the South, where it's basically the virus is going really bad, especially in Florida, where AEW is going to be next week for a homecoming at Daly's place. So yeah, the masks are back. Kids are going back to school in another month or so, and they gotta wear masks, and the teachers and everything. And Florida's getting Florida has a well. You thought the Delta variant was bad? Go to Florida because they have a mutation of that. That's just great. Remember when New York was the epicenter and then Florida started becoming the epicenter? Oh, yeah. Now it's kind of reversed. Florida is now the epicenter of this mutation, not the Delta variant. It's a mutation of it. Tons of cases in California starting to rise. In the Northeast is starting to rise. It is just a mess. And yeah, I really think that by Labor Day, we're gonna go back to the same old shit. We're basically going back to the beginning again, where everybody had to wear a mask wherever you go, indoors and outdoors. That's what Mr. Sleepy Joe is saying now. And basically, the Delta variant, is because you fucking idiots don't know, don't want to get vaccinated. I don't want to get a shot. Yet the vaccine supposedly is saving people from getting COVID and the Delta variant, but now the I think the Pfizer vaccine went down to 83% effective. 83% when it was like 90% when it first came out. I don't know about Johnson and Johnson and Moderna and AstraZeneca and all that other shit. But yeah, people are getting sick because they're not vaccinated, or if you are vaccinated, you can still get COVID, but just mild symptoms. It is what it is. I think I have it. I don't even know. I'm getting freaking aches and pains. My lower back and hip are killing me. My legs. Man, I got the freaking thing a couple months ago. The shot. I got a shot. I got the shot in April. It's July 29th, and I'm feeling I'm getting aches and pains in my back and my legs. I'm dying, but I will never die. I am immortal. Of the immune system of Wolverine, goddammit. So yeah, so there's the Delta variant's going berserk, and now there's a mutation of it in Florida. I don't know what's called the Lambda variant. I don't know what the fuck it's called. It is what it is, and now we gotta wear masks again, masks indoors again. It just fucking sucks. And you know that things are gonna start, to get canceled little by little, by little by little. So there's nothing we can do. We can go back to like, freaking Broadway's gonna close down again. Only essential workers can go to work. Same fucking shit we dealt with last year. Until we started, until the regular COVID started going down, and all the cases started going down and around the country and around the world, and now We got a mutated. We got the second version of it, and now we got a third version of it, and there'll probably be more to come. We're not out of the woods with this fucking virus. I was listening to Joe, my good buddy Joe Cronin yesterday. He was talking about it. He said we could be 2 to 5 years more with this shit. So we're not going to get back to normal until maybe 2025, 2030 at this point. Most of us, most of us will be old farts. Most of us. But it is what it is. Nick could be an old fart. All my good friends will probably be older farts, like me. But no offense, Nick. I'm just kidding. But because Nick's in the chat. What's up, Nick? But yeah, I just feel by Labor Day everything's gonna get shut down again. I don't think we're gonna get a complete lockdown of the country, but I think most cities, most like big cities like Los Angeles, New York City, Florida, other big cities, Chicago, Vegas, stuff like that. I think all of them are gonna have like maybe mini lockdowns. Like certain things are gonna get locked down, and hopefully, the fucking Delta variant can go bye bye, and then the mutation of that goes bye bye as well. But I don't know. I just think by Labor Day we're gonna just be back to the beginning. Wearing masks, wearing a mask everywhere we go. Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. I think there's going to be more vaccines. By the way, thank you for the free views. By the way, I know there was 2 people, now it's 1. But thank you for the free view. Don't like me talking about freaking COVID and all like shit. It is what it is. Yeah. So we're gonna go back to the beginning, and then everything's gonna get shut down. Wrestling, sports, movies, Broadway, concerts. And there are concerts coming up this month, next month, going into next year. I think most of those concerts are gonna either be canceled or they're gonna be heavily social distance or something like that. Everybody's gonna be wearing a mask. You're watching you're at the PNC Bank Arts Center. You're going to see freaking Lamb of God and Megadeth and stuff like that, or Hatebreed, and you're at the concert and you have a mask on, and it's socially distanced, But it's just gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess wherever you go. It's like if it's like a concert in New York City or whatever. Most of them are gonna either get canceled or they're gonna be heavily enforced. You have to wear a mask and go in and show your if you had the vaccine, you got vaccinated, you got to show proof of getting the vaccine so you can get in. But still, it's going to be like a packed house. I just don't know how it's going to work. And now, AEW and WWE are, batten down the hatches and trying to think of backup plans in case, something happens where they can't do shows in certain states like Nevada or Phoenix or Chicago or even in New York City. WWE and AEW thinking of backup plans. They might have to go back to the Thunderdome. They're thinking about doing that, just for the safety of the wrestlers and the fans and everything. So WWE might go back to the Thunderdome. I don't know if they're gonna do it back at the Youngling Center where they had the Thunderdome for the last couple months, or it's gonna be somewhere else. I don't know. AEW is gonna most likely go back to Daly's place, where they've been doing shows. They did shows for a year and a half, and they weren't getting great ratings and anything, but But now that the fans came back, AEW just like what the ratings just went through the roof. I don't know what the rating was for last night's show, but I'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, I mean, if they have to go back to the Thunderdome or back to Daly's place, or in Ring of Honor's case, go back to stay in Baltimore, go back to Baltimore, and go back to the bubble with no fans were there. I mean, that'll suck because the fans were coming back. They're all happy. Wrestling's back and everything. Sports is back. Baseball. Fans at baseball games and people starting to go to concerts here and there. Back to the movies and stuff like that. Now football's coming back, and hockey and basketball and everything else for the fall. That may or may not happen now, thanks to this fucking second virus, the Delta variant. I can't even call it the fucking virus now. I gotta call it the fucking variant. It's gonna. Why can't we have normalcy? Why can't we? I just don't understand. Biden and company are trying their best to combat this thing. The scientists, we have to believe the science. Don't believe everything that you hear from the scientists or the politicians, because it's all a bunch of bullshit. But, Biden and company want people to get vaccinated so we can get back to normal. Hopefully, he wants every federal officer now that they must be vaccinated, or you're going to have to get weekly testing and be socially distanced. And then he came out today, said that basically bribing Americans to get vaccinated. We'll give you $100 for newly vaccinated people. We'll give you $100. That's great. Bribing the fucking Americans. That's great. Bribing people to get the shot. That's just great there, Joe. How about the people that got vaccinated months ago? Can I get $100? I guess not. So yeah. So get ready for like wrestling events to be canceled. They're going back to the Thunderdome, back to Daly's place. So All Out is in question right now. SummerSlam. I mean, in Nevada, they got the mask mandate. So if you're going to SummerSlam, you gotta go. You gotta wear a mask inside Allegiant Stadium, and possibly at the CWC for NXT and for Glory by Honor in Philly, and for all the events that are gonna happen with Raw, SmackDown, and with the New Japan Resurgence on August the 12th. What was it? Yeah, I think it's the 12th or the 13th. I think it's the third. What is it? I forget. It's like the second weekend of August. And New Japan, what it's saying it's NWA TNA, but not NWA. It's like it's Resurgence, but it's basically under the New Japan banner. I mean, you ready? You got Lance Archer and Hiroshi Tanahashi, which I'll get to in a minute. And you got Jay White and David Finlay for the never openweight belt, and Tanahashi's going for the United States IWGP United States title. So that might be in question. Who knows? Wrestling Grand Slam at the Tokyo Dome, which I thought was coming up around this time, but it's like later. It's in September. I think it's around Labor Day weekend. I think they said. I think it's right after the G1. Unless they changed the name of the G1, I don't know. I don't know. So so I just feel like these big shows like All Out probably might be canceled. Either that or fans are gonna have to wear masks and social distance, or there's gonna be a limited number of fans that can go to wherever All Out's gonna be at. If it's in the United Center or it's at where they had it the last couple of years. All in, All Out 1 and 2 at. They might have to cancel the show, Dynamite in at the Prudential Center in Jersey. They might cancel the New York City show, which will suck. They might cancel, WWE might cancel the Madison Square Garden Super Show on September the 10th. We'll probably see Extreme Rules at the freaking Thunderdome. And then Dynamite every goddamn week from freaking Daly's place until this freaking variant goes bye-bye, which I probably won't be going bye-bye for a while. Ugh. Back to basics, I guess. Back to the drawing board. We go. That's it. Until people start getting it through their heads, you have to get vaccinated, and hopefully, more maybe Pfizer and Moderna and AstraZeneca and Johnson Johnson, can do something better with the vaccine, because people are getting sick from the vaccine. They're getting leg cramps and blood clots. And they're getting COVID. It's just crazy. And people are dying even if they're vaccinated. It's crazy. So, people got to worry now. Is it going to be, do we have to get a third shot? I hope and pray not. So I don't think I'm going to get a third shot. For me, second shot. But for other people, it'll be their third shot. I don't want to get another fucking needle in my arm unless it's the freaking flu. It's the flu shot. And that too. I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen between now and maybe by Labor Day. I can just feel that something is going to happen where like wrestling is going to be shut down. It's going to be, limited number of fans at stadiums now. Football's going to be, with less fans than it should be. It's crazy. It's just crazy. People that are vaccinated are still getting COVID. How is that possible? I mean, in baseball, we had a postponement yesterday with the Nationals and the Phillies game, where I think 12 people on the Nationals got COVID. So they canceled the game yesterday to play a doubleheader today. Washington destroyed the Phillies, both games. Thank you very much. Even though the Mets stunk today, we're still first place. And then the Yankees got destroyed today. Woohoo! 14-0, they get destroyed. But they made some waves today. They got they're about to get Joey Gallo, though I think it's pending a physical or something like that. Some logistics, I don't know what it is, but they got Joey Gallo from the Rangers, and today they got Anthony Rizzo from the Cubs. So they made not one but two big moves, which could basically save their season right now. They can make a big run now, going into August, September. There's still about I think 3.5 games out of the second wild card right now, so they can make a run at one of the wild cards. Who knows with that? And the other big news today, Max Scherzer went to the Padres. I don't know for who. So the Padres got some good pitching right now. Well, I don't know if Chris Paddock left or what happened, but Padres look pretty good with Machado and that overrated piece of shit Tatis, Fernando Tatis. Now they got another bum and Max Scherzer. So their pitching staff, their offense looks pretty damn deadly, and they can make a run for the NL West title. I mean, they already have the second wild card right now. They have a pretty big lead. I would say not a big lead, but over the Reds right now. But I'd rather have the Reds be in the playoffs than the Padres right now with Scherzer. Ooh. I mean, it is what it is, and Mets right now doing nothing, sitting at home, playing with their dicks and playing with their thumbs. I mean, what are you doing there, Stevie? Uncle Stevie, what are you doing? Are we going to get somebody or we're going to sit on our ass? Because we need pitching. We need a bat or two. Or we're just going to stand pat and just hope, we get Carrasco back tomorrow. He's pitching tomorrow. We might be getting the Grom back next week. We don't know that yet. Lindor's like 2-3 weeks away. Syndergaard's coming back in September. We don't know how he's going to be when he comes back. Carrasco, I don't know how he's going to be when he comes back. I mean, really, are we going to just sit on our ass like we always do? Or are we just going to make a big, I think the deadline is 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow. So we got about 15 hours to go. No, more than about 20 hours to go. Somewhere around there. 15, 20 hours to go before the official deadline for the trade deadline. Are the Mets going to be players or are they going to be doing nothing? Are we going to get Javi Baez from the Cubs? Because the Cubs are selling everybody right now. They're just packing it in. They got rid of Rizzo. They got rid of another guy. They get rid of Baez. Basically, it's over for them. Baez wants to come to the Mets. He wants to play with his best friend Frankie Lindor. I think Baez is too much of a hothead, but still, I would take him over basically getting nobody. And Baez will play short and then move over to third. But do you keep J.D. Davis? You keep Guillaume? Or you put one of them in the minors? Or just put both of them on the bench and have them platoon? I'm thinking J.D. Davis is going bye-bye, but it sucks, but that's the way baseball is. You never know where you could be playing a long time for a team and they say goodbye, we don't need you anymore. And you want to retire as a Met or a Yankee, and then next thing you know, you go into another team like a scrub team like the Mariners or something like that, or Marlins or the Nationals or Phillies, the Braves. It is what it is. So I don't know what's going to happen with the Mets. Are they going to go for Baez? They're going to maybe get Trevor Story. They're going to get Berrios. They're going to get Josh Donaldson. Or they're just going to sit on their asses playing with their thumbs and their dicks. What is Uncle Stevie and the interim GM Zach? What's his fucking name? I know his name is Zach, but I forgot his last name. Zach Scott, I think his name is. What are they going to do between now and tomorrow afternoon? Are they going to make a big splash? Or not make a move? Or make one move, but it's not going to be a big move. It's going to be one of those minuscule moves like, oh, we get this guy for a player to be named later and a cup of coffee, and some cash. So if I was Stephen Cohen, You're a billionaire. Open the checkbook. Get some guy. Get somebody. Get Baez. Get Story. Get them all. I don't care. Well, I don't think you're getting them all because I think Trevor Story's a shortstop, so you can't get Baez unless you put Baez at third base. You really can't do anything with Trevor Story because you got Lindor coming back. So you can put him at short, then what do you do with him? And Berrios will fit nicely in the rotation. If we get Donaldson, then he'll just be put at third. You don't have to worry about anything. Just get rid of Davis. I don't know. I don't know what the Mets are going to do tomorrow. I don't know. But they got a weekend series against the Reds. Still, 4 games up on JD's Braves. Braves go to Milwaukee. I hope they get swept. Right now, it's the Mets division to lose. Because really, the Nationals, losing Scherzer was a big hit. So you say goodbye to the Nationals, I think. Marlins didn't do anything of any note. So I think the Marlins are, are out of it. So it's basically between the Mets, the Phillies, and the Braves. And the Braves, they got rid of Ender Inciarte, whatever his name is. They got rid of him. Acuna's on the his season's gone. Their pitching's still suspect a little bit. But they got big bats in Freeman and the Met killer himself, Austin Riley. And then you got Jock Peterson from the Cubs. So their lineup is pretty damn deadly. So they can make a run for the NL East title or maybe the wild card. Phillies, I don't know. I really don't. I think the Phillies are going to cancel themselves out. We just got a lot of games with the Dodgers and the Giants coming up. So I think eventually they're going to fall way behind. And hopefully the Mets, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They got, like I said, they got Cincinnati this weekend. Then they go to Miami next week for 4 games in Miami, and then that's who they play after that. Hold on, let me just have the schedule next to me. Thankfully I do. Get there. And then you go to Philly next weekend. So that's 7 big games next week against division rivals. Especially Philly. Can we put Philly in the rearview mirror, or are we just gonna let them sneak in? Same thing with the Braves. They got Milwaukee. Yeah, they got Milwaukee this weekend. Then next week they got St. Louis, and then they're home for the Nationals. So they'll probably sweep the Nationals next weekend. Well, we're struggling against the Phillies. It's gonna be an exciting August and September. I just gotta say that for the baseball. That's all I gotta say about that. But like I said, with this virus, who knows if baseball games are gonna even happen, if wrestling's gonna happen, or concerts and everything else is gonna be happening. Hopefully, we don't go into lockdown mode again. Because Biden doesn't want to go into lockdown, but I think certain states are going to go into mini lockdowns, like New York City and Florida and Nevada and Los Angeles and Boston and Chicago, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. Yeah. So I don't know. I just think wrestling's going to go back to what they were doing a couple months ago. AEW going to back to Daily's place every goddamn week. But it saves in a way, it saves the wrestlers and it saves the fans as well, even though the fans want to be there. But in enclosed space, you don't know who's vaccinated or not. It's fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. But Let me know what you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the chat or down below in the comments after the show. All right, let's forget about the fucking virus and not worry about SummerSlam maybe being canceled, or in the WWE and AEW having going back to the Thunderdome and going back to Daly's place. Let's not worry about that right now. It's July the 29th right now. We'll see what happens in the next coming weeks and maybe in the next month or so. That's pretty much that. That is it. All right, I wasted 40 minutes of your time talking about fucking COVID, but it is what it is. I had to talk about that, a little bit of baseball, but it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and Nick, if he's still here. I don't know if anybody's here. If Nick is still here, or he's fiddling around with himself, I don't know. It's probably just myself, but it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I'm talking to ghosts. These fucking idiot trolls and everything. It is what it is what it is. With their fucking fake accounts, trying to just disliking my videos and stalking my channel and stalking my friends' channels, and just with their 100 million sock accounts. We don't care. We're just gonna ignore you. We're just gonna block you. We don't care. I don't care anymore. I really don't care about the fucking haters anymore. They're a bunch of douchebags. Bunch of douchebags they are. I've had it this whole year. This last 7 months I had to deal with fucking trolls and weirdos. Weirdos off YouTube too. Weirdos, just fucking weirdos. There's an In This Moment concert on September the 6th. On November the 6th. Let me see what this is about before I get into this. Probably a concert I can't go to. I have to open Spotify. I don't know why I have to open Spotify. Oh, that concert. Okay. It was just a notification on Spotify of In This Moment, Black Veil Brides, the in between tour with Dead, DED, and they're gonna be in Montclair, New Jersey on November the 6th. That's the only closest place I can possibly go to, but I can't go there. I don't want to go to Montclair. Too far away from where I am. But it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. Hopefully that concert even happens. I don't even know, depending on this fucking variant. This fucking virus. Probably canceling all those shows. Sucks. It sucks. Like I said, all the concerts are probably going bye-bye too. Going into next year too. There's a lot of big concerts coming out next year. Sepultura is coming to town March the 15th in New York City. Poison, Joan Jett, Def Leppard, and Motley Crue in June of next year. Well, hopefully the variant will be gone by then. So, we can get back to some concerts. I would love to go to that one, even if I have to sit in the fucking upper deck of Citi Field. There's no way I'm getting floor seats. There's no way. There's no way I'm getting on the field seats for that concert. There's no way. Unless I sell the house, I can go to that concert by my goddamn self. I'm maybe with the missus, but who knows? But right now, don't got that money. I probably have enough money for me and the missus to go sit in the upper deck. Well, we can't see much. Is he pulling down his pants? I can't see. It is what it is. All right, let's not worry about that. All right, that wasted 45 goddamn minutes of your fucking time. I don't give a shit. My show, my show. I do whatever the fuck I want. You don't like it? Get the fuck off and blow me. Not baloney, blow me. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, on this Thursday night, July the 29th, 2021, right here on the Peter Gilmore channel. Thank you all for watching. And right now, I hope all you people are sitting down, have a cold beverage, and belch all you want. Have a beer on me. Right now, it is time for your late and out of date AEW Dynamite Fight for the Fallen 2021 review for July the 28th, 2021, from the Bojangles Arena in Charlotte, North Carolina. From North Carolina, that guard, number 23, Michael Jordan. Anyway, all right, so this is your Fight for the Fallen 2021 review from last night from AEW. And yeah, so they ended the month of July with all their big shows and everything. We had Road Rager at the beginning of the month, and then we had Fyter Fest Night 1 and 2, and now Fight for the Fallen, and then next week is Homecoming in Jacksonville, Florida at Daly's Place, which should be a pretty good show. Like all the other this whole month has been pretty damn good for AEW. Big time ratings. I mean, last week did a 1.12. I don't know what this week did. I might have to look after I do the review. With that, but it is what it is. Anyway, asking NXT. The rating came out, wasn't really good, even though it was on Sci-Fi and it was taped. They did barely 552,000 views. Oh boy, that's bad. I mean, it was taped. It's I know people are gonna say, "Oh, it's 552,000." Yeah, look, AEW's great. And AEW is great, but I mean, you got to look at the ratings, and it's not because of the Olympics or anything. It's just because they're on Sci-Fi. Not say people don't have Sci-Fi. Most cable companies have the Sci-Fi channel. And it wasn't a bad show. You can watch my review. Right after this review, if you want. But yeah, 552,000 views for a taped show. It is what it is. Remember when Dynamite was on Friday night, the first couple weeks, they did 472,000. Then the next week they did like 479,000 or 500,000, something like that. And then the last 2 weeks that they were in Daly's Place, they popped a big rating. They got like 800, almost 900,000 views on a Friday night and a Saturday night. Well, Friday and then the last one's on Saturday night. You can expect next week's show, which I think was taped already. I don't think it's live on Sci-Fi. That's not live next week. It's probably gonna get the same rating, and then we're gonna have to wait till the August the 10th show for the next live show at the Capitol Wrestling Center, but on the USA Network. But we'll see what happens. Raw did a 1.8. I was surprised they did a 1.8. That show sucked. I should have did a 1.3 at best. 1.8? I don't know how they did a 1.8. I just don't know. I guess because of Cena, that's it. But it is what it is. But anyway, so I'll find out if the rating came out for AEW Dynamite last night. But anyway, last night was a tremendous show. A lot of people thought it was not so good. I thought it was great from basically from start to finish. With the 10-man elimination match between the elite, the elite, and Hangman, Adam Page, and the Dark Order. To open the show, I thought that was a great match. Um, some of the other matches that came after that were okay-ish. Had a brutal injury by Cash Wheeler in the FTR versus LAX match. I'll talk about that and the update on him. Uh, you had that. You had the IWGP and United States title being defended by Lance Archer and Hikuleo. And then who's coming next? I think I mentioned it was Tanahashi, which is going to happen at Resurgence on August the 12th under the New Japan banner. Like I said, TNA's kind of TNA's kind of promoting it, but it's a New Japan show in the States. And Tanahashi might be staying, and he might be appearing on Dynamite sometime next month, possibly. We'll see. Talk about that, and then maybe a date with that guy named John Moxley. Talk about that. We also had a tease with Darby Allin. That big announcement that Tony Khan was talking about, which I kind of spoiled already. August the 20th at in Chicago at the United Center for the first dance, which could be the first appearance of that guy named Phil. We'll see. I mean, AEW was teasing a lot about Phil Brooks last night. A lot. From that announcement and the fans going, CM Punk, and to Darby Allin teasing possibly, he wants to face the best in the world. And it's not Shane McMahon. Like the memes that came out, it's like, I'm going to face the best in the world, and then they had a picture of Shane McMahon. Go ahead. He's not the best in the world. Shane McMahon's not the best. It would be funny if if WWE wanted, Tony said like, let's just break the freaking forbidden door wide open. Why not? Let's just have Shane McMahon come in and face Darby Allin. All that, the ratings for that would suck. The fans will shit on that, especially in Chicago. Mm-hmm. So you had Darby with the tease, MJF, at the end of the show, after the match with Jericho and Nick fucking Cage. Or Gage. Did I say Cage? Sorry, Gage. What he said, he kind of quoted Punk's pipe bomb in the beginning of the promo. And Tony Khan's like, I don't want to talk. I can't really talk about it. That's a good question, but I can't talk about it. Is he hiding something? Are you hiding something from us, Tony? Tony's hiding it. He knows he signed Punk and Bryan. He just doesn't want to talk about it. He just wants the fans to be shocked. Oh, we already know now. The third sheet's already said Punk and Bryan are basically signed with AEW. So, Tony, you can't hide it anymore. Unless it's actually not happening. Who knows? Who knows with that? But anyway, yeah. So that was basically the whole night was just awesome. And next week's gonna be even better with Homecoming, with Cody and Malachi Black going 1-on-1, and the third labor of Jericho, and much more at Homecoming next week. But that's all I gotta say about that. But let's get into last night. Let's not waste any more of your precious time. and you know, I'm hot. I'm hot. It's hot as fucking here, and I ate a couple hours ago, and I might have a late night snack, and then probably go to bed because I got really nothing to do this weekend. But I might go see my parents this weekend, have some dinner. But it is what it is. I don't know. Got really nothing to do besides maybe doing a little bit of my yard. I was gonna. Well, thinking about doing it today, but the weather was shit, cloudy, and then it rained like the afternoon thunderstorms. Tomorrow's supposed to be nice, but um, I may do a little bit tomorrow. Maybe might do a little bit tomorrow, and then maybe a little bit on Saturday, and just take Sunday off, and then maybe go back to doing it on Monday. But we'll see what happens. All right, so we start off Dynamite. Uh, with a so we're live at the Bojangles Center in Bojangles Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we start the night off with our first match, 10-man elimination match. We had Hangman Adam Page doing some cowboy shit with the Dark Order of the Super Smash Brothers, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno. Also, we had the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds, and Johnny Huggy on Silver coming back from his shoulder injury. That was nice. It was nice to came out. The special vignette for Adam and everything. I thought that was nice. The fans going cowboy shit, and then the elite come out to some weird music, and then we hear Justin Roberts going Edgar, doing his best Chicago Bulls thing, and the Elite came out as the Elite Squad, kind of mocking Scam 1 and 2. You got different number, they came out, with the Toon Squad, just changed it to the Elite Squad. They're coming down, they're playing basketball, they're dunking and shooting hoops outside the ring and everything. I thought that was kind of funny. All them in shorts and everything. That was kind of, that was kind of cool. With the basketball introductions and them dribbling basketballs on the stage, and then they run down, they run through the and everything. I thought that was kind of cool. So anyway, so we start the match, and looked like it was about to they were about to start with Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega. So the fans are all hype. We're getting ready for this. This could be something that we could see at All Out in September. McKenny's like, oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to give the fans what they want. He tags in the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson, and they start out. And then we get a big, humongous brawl with everybody going at it. And just basically, flippity dippity doos all over the place. And then I think it was I forget who it was, but I think it was Alex Reynolds. They did a spot where he hit from outside. Everybody got cracked right in the head. No, it was yeah, Stu Grayson did a superplex onto everybody, but he took the worst of it. I mean, he hit it, and they were supposed to catch him, and he just splat, and yeah. So the beginning of the match was just chaotic and everything. But anyway, we get more into it. The first elimination saw Alex Reynolds get eliminated by who was it? I think it was So yeah, so he's out. So then it was a 5-on-4, and then Carl Anderson comes in, and he gets beat up by Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, who just went all over the place. Johnny Hungy coming back and doing all this stuff. It was just great. Uh, uh so uh, so and then it goes up Carl. Carl Anderson gets eliminated after the Smash Bros. Hit fatality. To even the odds at 4. And Stu Grayson and Doc Gallo, they're fighting in the fight outside. Then they fight all the way into the crowd, and dive from the audience onto Gallows, and then the referee has to. I think it was Rick. He counted them out. Both men get eliminated. So that was down 3-on-3. And then Kenny Evil Uno went at. Sorry for Evil Uno. He gave it a good shot, but Kenny withstood his off. He hits one. Uno gets eliminated. Now it's down to Kenny and the Bucks against Adam Page and John Silver. So Silver comes in. He does all his moves. He does like a flurry of moves, like one move, like boom, 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 boom. Like holy shit, I can't keep count. So he was beating up basically the entire the regular elite, Kenny and the Bucks. But and then the Bucks and Kenny come back, with some flippy dippity doos, and then a super kick, some soup. Then they go to the outside, and they attempted Indie Taker floor with Nick Jackson. He has the basketball. He was gonna. I think it was him. I think Kenny was gonna do the Indie Taker with Matt Jackson, and then Nick was supposed, and he misses the dunk. So yeah, they kind of botched that. They hit the Indie Taker, but he botched the fucking dunk. And then the fans were like, "Oh, hype!" They're like, "No!" So they botched. And then Nick Jackson's like, "Fuck, I botched anyway." What's the ball anyway? So after that, they bring Silver back in, and basically they pick one. Pay Hangman Adam Page against the Bucks and Kenny. And I was like, he's gonna win this match. He's gonna win the match, win the title shot. That he was gonna get it all. And the Super Smash Brothers. Them the Bucks that all out. But that's what I was thinking. But did it happen? No. Why? I don't know. Anyway, Page comes in. He comes in, gets beat up a little bit by the Bucks and Kenny. He takes care of Kenny. Gets thrown to the apron, and he's waiting to do the buckshot lariat. I was like, he's gonna hit it on Kenny. He was gonna hit it on somebody. But he hits the. He used the double buckshot lariat, eliminates Matt Jackson. So now it's down to Kenny and Jackson. But Page hits Page hits the dead eye on Kenny, and I was like I thought he won the match right there. I thought he was gonna eliminate Kenny. But Kenny kicked out. Kenny came back, hit the V trigger, like he was pissed. And then he hit another V trigger. Then he hits Page with the one wing angel. 2, 3. The Elite pick up the win and 25.5 minute match, but still great match, 3.5 hours. But you know, good. There were some great good parts. There were kind of corny parts. We missed dunk everything. I thought that was kind of cheesy, but still, uh, beats Adam Page. He needed help, but still, but just sucks that Adam Page lost a big time match where he could have got a title shot, and now he can't get the title shot, and Dark Order doesn't get a title shot. But I still think Adam Page is going to get a title shot at Kenny, at All Out. He's not going to win again because he's going to lose a time match because I'm not going to give Adam Page the belt at All Out when Kenny's held belt November. And he's still got to defend the Triple A title against Andrade coming up, and he's gonna have to be the Impact title. I don't know if it's coming up by this week because TNA is doing a show called Homecoming, where they homecoming king and queen. I think that's kind of corny, but it is what it is. I mean, you got Tommy Dreamer and Rachel Ellering teaming up. You got Matt Cardona, that piece of crap, Mr. Woo Woo Woo, the GCW heavyweight champion. Go figure. And his wife Chelsea Green. I don't even know if she's even wrestling because I heard she got injured again. So I don't know. Fight. Who knows? We got an interesting pairing of Big Petey Pump, Petey Williams teaming up Little Steiner to be the manager and everything. That'd be kind of cool. And maybe we get Rocka Khan come back. And then Steiner cuts in there like, another one of those Steiner math problems, like 5%, that gives me a 66. Or like calculus or something like that. That would be funny. Of this number, and you add that to your 66% of passing this class. That gives me a 99% chance of passing you. That would be funny as fuck, man. I would love to go to school and have Scott Steiner be my teacher. I would not understand, but as long as I was like, as long as I pass the class, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. And it is what it is. And also, the Prophecy will be in action as well. Rosemary and Crazy Steve, will be teaming up. So it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. By the way, the Prophecy then women's tag team champions. I just have to say that. Rosemary and Jessica Havoc, I believe, won women's team belts from Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan. And I think Kiera Hogan is leaving TNA. Probably go to Impact. So Tasha Steelz be lost out of the shuffle. So what was their team name? Fire and what they call it? Fire and Flame or whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't know if Kiera Hogan's gonna re-sign with TNA. Who knows? Who cares? But yeah, as long as the Prophecy have the tag team belts, and pretty soon we will have the world title or the X Division title. You never know. With Crazy Steve, you can get the X Division title, and maybe Taurus will win the world title. And then either Jessica Havoc or Valerie Sky, my demon assassin wife, Valerie Sky, Rosemary, wins the Knockouts title from Deonna Purrazzo. Who knows? But yeah, Prophecy had the women's tag team belts. That's pretty nice and dandy. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. All I care about is my demon assassin having some gold around that sexy waist. That's all I gotta say about that. All right. So we got that. All right. So we'll see. All right. So the Elite beat. How much time I got? Okay. We've got a couple more videos to come up down the line anyway. Anyway, so Kenny and Nick Jackson are the sole survivors. They get the win over Hangman and Page and the Dark Order. So Page and the Dark Order don't get to. We'll see what happens next week. I think Page will come out and say, "I want a title shot." You didn't beat, something like that. And then we'll see Kenny and Hangman and Page at All Out in Chicago for the AEW World Title. I just don't think they're gonna give it a Page. I just don't think. If anybody's probably gonna beat Kenny right now, it's probably gonna either be Punk or Bryan Danielson right now. I'm sorry, not gonna be anybody else. And how big would it be if Punk won the world title? Woo! A pop he would get, or Bryan Danielson. Either one of them win the world title from Kenny is gonna be huge. It is what it's gonna be. The same thing when the Bucks lose the tag belts, probably to I would think probably the Dark Order. Either be the Beaver Super Smash Bros. We'll see what happens with that. And that's it. All right, so like I said, I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on from there. All right, let's before we get to the next thing, let's see what Nick has to say. He says, "Hello, what's up, Nick? How you doing, sir? On this late night, almost 11 o'clock here in the Northeast, 72 degrees here in Jersey. I think it's gonna be like 81 tomorrow, or 70. It's between 75 and 80 tomorrow. I think they said. Not really bad. It is what it is. So that's that. All right. Nick says Darby Allin calling out CM Punk was that word. Was what Miz says awesome, and what should I say it because who will come out? Even though I said it, should I bring him out? Should I bring him out just to see what his thoughts about Punk and Bryan will be? You think I should bring Mike Awesome out? What do you think? What do you think, Nick? Should I bring him out, or should I just let him stay at the bar? I mean, it's up to you, man. So I'll wait for your comment. But right now he's at the bar hanging out with who is that? Oh, it's Big John Studd. Who knows? That's always I'll get a message from somebody. But anyway, so we got that. So yeah, that was a good tease. That was a good tease. I'll talk about that in a minute, and we'll see what happens with that. But never know. That could happen on Darby versus Punk. Might happen on August the 20th in Chicago. But we'll see. Maybe they'll start hyping it Maybe that they'll continue to tease it a little bit in the next 2 weeks. But we'll see. AEW is changing the game with Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. Yes, they are. Going to be a great fall coming up for AEW. And hopefully, the fucking virus doesn't fuck it up. So we can see Punk in Chicago on Dynamite or at All Out, or on Rampage, August the 20th or September the 5th. And as far as Daniel Bryan goes, I don't know if he'll be at one of those shows, All Out or Rampage as well. But I think they did say, I think I mentioned that he was supposed to debut on at the New York City show for Wrestling Grand Slam on September the 22nd, if that show even happens. Gotta see what happens between now and September the 15th, September the 22nd, and September the 5th with this fucking variant going around. Is it gonna happen? Is All Out gonna happen in Chicago? Is the first dance gonna happen in Chicago? It's gonna be at Daly's place. And if Punk debuts on in AEW and in Daly's place, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna get the rating that it should, and the pop that it would. Especially if he debuts in Chicago, he will get a humongous pop, probably the best pop in wrestling history, the biggest pop you would ever hear. Same thing with Bryan too. It doesn't happen in Chicago. It doesn't happen in New York. The pop won't matter, even though there is limited number of fans in Daly's place. If they go back to doing shows in Daly's place again. It's like saying the same thing with Brock Lesnar returns at SummerSlam in Nevada or anything. Or Big E wins the WWE title in Vegas. They have a limited number of fans. Nobody's going to care. Or Brock Lesnar comes back anytime after SummerSlam or before the draft or anything like that. It's not going to be in an arena. It's going to be in the Thunderdome. The pop is not going to be anything. There's going to be no pop. And the ratings for probably both companies are going to go. They're going to. I would think they're probably going to take a. I don't think. Well, WWE, yeah, I can see them taking a big hit if they go back to the Thunderdome. As far as AEW going back to Daly's place, I don't think they'll take a big hit. I still think they'll probably do between 800,000 and maybe 1 million, even with Punk and Bryan there. But I guess we'll have to see between now and then. But it is what it is. But yeah, this is a big game changer for AEW, man. They're bringing a lot of people from New Japan now. Like they brought in Nagata, they brought in Hikuleo, they brought in King Haku, Haku Ming, whatever you want to call him. They brought him in. Tanahashi might be coming in to face Moxley at All Out. So that door, that forbidden door, is just it's open. It's just like, come on in, Okada. Well, next thing we know, we'll probably see Okada coming in. You never know. By the end of it, he's still got a long way to go. Got 5 more months. Okada could come in. Minoru Suzuki can come through the door. Ibushi or Shingo, or maybe even Hiromu Takahashi, or the entire Bullet Club from Japan come in to beat the crap out of everybody in Impact, or they side with they get all together and side with Jay White and everything. So the Bullet Club will be in America. Jay White, I mean, he moved to Florida. Like I said, Tanahashi's come to the States for resurgence against Lance Archer for the IWGP title in August, and he might stay might stay in America, or he might go back to Japan, do the G1, and then come back, do All Out, and then go back to Japan for a wrestling Grand Slam in the Tokyo Dome. But yeah, like I said, that Forbidden Door is gonna go wide open. I think it's gonna fly wide open. Maybe we'll get someone like Okada or Ishii or Goto. Or, Jay White's already through the door. Tanahashi's coming through the door. So we can get maybe Shingo on Dynamite, Okada maybe on Dynamite, maybe some other New Japan stars on Dynamite, maybe Zack Sabre Jr., Taichi on Dynamite, and maybe, just maybe, hopefully, Taichi brings Miho Abe, and then maybe Yujiro Takahashi comes through the door and brings Pieter with him, the Bullet Bunny, So we can see both their sexy asses in the States, and not once in a while in New Japan. Or we just have to like Google, Google their pictures and just whack off to them. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but But I'd love to see Mio and Pieter in the States. Coming out with Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. and the Bullet Club. That would be awesome. That would be freaking awesome. Seeing Mio in in the States with Pieter in the States. Imagine them doing a meet and greet. That line would be massive. All these fucking perverts with tiny little cocks, trying to get with Mio, and I have to, I was like, get away from my chick. That's mine. It's my chicks, damn it. Not yours. It's mine. Go back home. You all you perverts out there can go back in your bedroom and take a picture of Miho and just jack off of your tiny little cock, Well, I just take Mio and Pietro, just tuck them in the ass, make them humble in my bedroom, live and in living color, if you know what I mean. Because I have to have my Asians, I have to have my sushi, come on. And I can have my sushi, then I can have Sasha Banks and everybody else after that. Gonna have my American side too. It is what it is. That's it. But yeah. Yeah, that Forbidden Door is gonna go wide open, I think, by the end of the year. You might see Okada, you might see Ishii, Ibushi, Shingo, Naito, and company going through the Forbidden Door and either appearing on Impact or appearing on Dynamite. Who knows? Minoru Suzuki even. A lot of people saying he should be label number 5 for Jericho. Imagine that. Oh boy. Oh man. I mean, Jericho already went through. He went through Nick freaking Gage, and then what was the first labor? I forget what the first who he beat the first one. Who did he beat? Because he's going through his past and everything. I forget who he. Nick knows who he beat. Who did Jericho beat in the first labor? I forget who it was. I can't think of it at the moment. Damn it. But it'll come to me. 3, 4. You fought somebody in the first labor and he won. Oh, it was Sean Spears. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot. The first labor was Sean Spears, and the second one was Nick freaking Gage. And the third one, we'll get to in a minute. Okay, Nick says, isn't TNA and Impact Wrestling the same thing? Basically on the same banner. They're just not calling it TNA. They're just calling it Impact Wrestling. But, people who do, there's people that talk about Impact and they just say TNA because they can't call it Impact. Not that there's not a lot of people doing reviews of Impact right now, or Ring of Honor for that matter. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's under the same banner, just calling it Impact. All right. Okay. Final comment before we get back to the review. Nick says, I can't wait to see the ratings for AEW being higher than Raw and SmackDown. I don't know. Well, I think one step at a time there, Nick. I could definitely see AEW beating out Raw by the end of the year. And as far as SmackDown, I think they'll be close. I don't think they'll beat SmackDown yet. But SmackDown's on Fox. So they're going to get like a 1.8 to about 2 million. And with with Dynamite and Dynamite being on Wednesday nights, on TNT before they go to TBS in January. I think with Punk and Bryan, I think the most they'll get probably between 1.2 and 1.5, maybe 1.6. But I do see them beating Raw by the end of the year. I think they will beat Raw by the end of the year. SmackDown, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. As far as Rampage goes, I think Rampage will start off slow. The first week, I think the first week, of Rampage, probably I would say the Rampage does. I would think between 5 and maybe 700,000 views. I would think I'm gonna round it off to about 500 to 700,000 views for the first week of Rampage. And then the next week in Chicago, I think if Punk's there, it's gonna hit at least 1 million or more. That's definitely hitting at least between 800,000 and 1 million for that show. It's not going to be SmackDown that night, but unless people don't watch SmackDown that night and just they don't watch the go home show before the go home SmackDown before SummerSlam, and they just wait till 10 o'clock to see if Punk comes out, then maybe they'll be disappointed. But if Punk is there in Chicago on August the 20th, that's going to do a massive rating. It's got to do at least 1 million plus. At most, I would hope it does 1 or maybe 1.2, 1.3 million if Punk's there. If not, then I probably could see that show. Even though people are going to be watching it just to see if Punk comes out or not, I can still see maybe doing about 6 to 800,000 for that for that show on August the 20th. And then Al's probably gonna get a good buy rate if Punk's there. And then when Bryan debuts in New York, if it does happen on Dynamite, that's gonna get a big rating. That's gonna do at least over 1 million. 1 million plus. 1 million plus. I would say 1 for Bryan, and if Punk's at the same show, if Punk's at that show too, that's going to go at least 1.2, 1.4. And then people, if when they come around, if Punk and Bryan, stay around, which I think they will, they signed multi-year contracts anyway. So I think by the fall, probably by the end of September, I could see, AEW getting its biggest ratings ever. 1.2 plus, maybe 1.3, 1.4, maybe 1.5. But then you get to hear the smart marks and the shills and the WWE marks. Saying, "Ooh, Brian and Punk, in AEW, they still can't draw. They can't get. AEW can't even get good ratings for Punk and Brian there." But I'm not gonna go out on a limb, but I can probably bet you guys that by the end of the year, Raw's rating will be at their lowest ever. I would say Raw by the end of the year does between 1.3 and maybe 1.5. And AEW, with Punk and Bryan, their ratings go up to about 1.3 to about 1.5, maybe 1.6. But I guess we're gonna have to see between now and the end of the year. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I do see Raw, AEW beating Raw in the ratings by the end of the year. Definitely, I do see that. Man, I'm messed up. Nick says WWE SummerSlam will probably tank. Yep. Yeah, it will. I mean, there's nothing on that card that intrigues me besides Seth Rollins and Edge. Nothing else. Nothing else. I mean, the Raw Women's Championship, I could care less about. They're probably going to give it back to Horseface Charlotte for the 15th time. It's really the 14th time. But still. Yeah, they're going to give it back to Charlotte, and then Becky is going to come back. But we don't even know when Becky's coming back at this point. We don't know. They're talking about the Queen of the Ring coming up in during the draft, and that the finals were going to be in Saudi Arabia on August the 21st or 22nd. Yeah, but is anybody really going to watch the Queen of the Ring tournament? Anybody? Bueller? Are you going to watch? I mean, me and Nick are not going to watch. And anybody else, watching this great show is going to give two shits about the Queen of the Ring. But Horseface is going to be in it because she is the Queen. She'll be in it. Rhea Ripley will be in it. Asuka be in it. Eva Marie will probably be in it. Doudrop will probably be in it. Alexa Bliss. Everybody from Raw and SmackDown will probably be in that. I don't know about anybody from well, I would think people from NXT might be in it, like maybe Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai and Io. I think Io will definitely be in the Queen of the Ring. I doubt she's gonna win it, but I'd love to see a Queen of the Ring finals in Saudi Arabia between two hot Japanese chicks. Io Shirai versus Asuka in the finals. I would fucking mark out for that. But it's probably not going to happen. Probably going to be Horseface Charlotte against maybe Io or maybe, I don't know, maybe Asuka, maybe Sasha or Rhea Ripley. Like I said, I have no idea who's going to be in the Queen of the Ring at this point. Probably going to be Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. I don't think anybody outside of that. And probably the winner will be Charlotte. Why not? She is the queen, so why not be the actual queen of WWE? The real queen of WWE. You got Shinsuke the king, and you have Horseface as the queen. That's just great. No offense to Shinsuke, of course, but I'd rather have somebody else be the official queen of WWE and not Horseface Charlotte. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But I would mark the fuck out if it's Io and Asuka in the finals in Saudi Arabia. Oh, those Saudi Arabians will shit on that match. We don't like We don't like the Americans. We don't like the Japanese either. Well, we give you squishy. No, that's the Arabians don't give us squishies. I'm sorry. That's it is what it is. Yeah, I can guarantee that Saudi Arabia show is gonna suck too. I don't care who they get. I don't care what big time matches there will be. If they get, they're I don't care who headlines that show. I really don't care. If it's Roman or it's John Cena or Hogan's there or whatever big names that the Saudi prince can get with that blood money. It's gonna suck. That show's gonna suck. That's definitely gonna suck. So yeah, so. But yeah, the Queen of the Ring is gonna suck. Fucking dick. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, that's what and Nick says it too. It'll be another shit show, Queen of the Ring. Yeah, it will be. I don't know who's gonna be in it. The women from Raw and SmackDown and maybe from NXT. Or if they get somebody from outside. I don't even know. I mean, if it's gonna be like a big ass tournament, or it's gonna be like an 8-woman tournament or something like that. But I would say 12 to 16 women tournament. With the first round, the second round, the first couple, it's gonna be space between Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, and then the finals will be at, in Saudi Arabia, that nobody will care about. You know what? I would love to be in it. Kairi Sane. I would love for Kairi Sane to be in it, but not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I want Kairi to come back, so she can come back. We team up with Asuka as the Kabuki Warriors, then bring up Io and reform the Lotus Tribe. Woo! The Black Lotus Tribe, I should say. Just saying. I'm just saying. Let's have an all Japanese faction. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, Vince. Come on. All Japanese faction. Io, Kairi, Asuka, Shinsuke. I don't know who else is at this point. Unless that Forbidden Door opens and maybe, get Naito come out. But that's not going to happen. Naito in WWE will be really bad. That would be bad. Any one of those big names come through the Forbidden Door and and appear on WWE television, I think I would vomit. Uncontrollably vomit to the point where I'm gagging. I'm like, I can't. So you're not gonna see a Naito or an Okada come to WWE. No, not gonna happen. Because you know what would happen? They'll get the golden shovel of doom. But yeah, I love a Japanese stable. Io, Kairi, Asuka, Shinsuke, Kushida. We have a nice 5 or 6 person stable. I would say 5 really, but I mean, yeah, I would make it 6 because you gotta have 3 and 3. But I mean, who else can you get besides Shinsuke and Kushida at this point? Want to bring back Funaki? Let's do it. Make Kai and Tai 2.0. As Nick said. Evil indeed. That would be awesome. I'd love to see Kai and Tai come back. Contact 2.0. Anyway, we move on. They'll probably blow up the arena. Probably. You know, those Saudi Arabians are kind of loopy. We must have Mansoor win again. Yeah, Mansoor and Ali will have a fight. You know, not to be politically incorrect, but two Muslim guys fighting in Saudi Arabia, that would be great. Mansoor versus Ali for the prince's blood money in a steel cage. Loser gets his head chopped off. Okay, that was really mean, but it is what it is. But I don't mean to be politically incorrect, but fuck it, freedom of speech, goddammit. Freedom of speech, Susan. Try to take my video now. It is what it is. But yeah, they probably will blow up their arena. Why not? Anyway, no, that's politically incorrect. Yeah, like Nick said, you know, him saying blow up the arena. Well, actually, yeah. Well, before that, he said he'd rather be watching Japanese porn instead of cleaning the ring. It is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, it's freedom of speech. We can say what we want. But you know, I was watching a video from Ian Corzine, who's the YouTube social media lawyer. If you don't know him, just look him up on YouTube. Tell him Peter Gilmore sent you. Yeah, he did a video today about YouTube censoring political leaders around the country, around the world. I think that's kind of stupid. So yeah, he was like saying like, I mean, watch the video on his channel, and like he was like saying, is YouTube censoring people? Is this censorship? Is this not censorship? You know, because you know YouTube, Susan, you know, they're taking down videos that are vulgar, got vulgar language and stuff like that. I mean, they're taking down things just for weird reason. I mean, remember when you know my good buddy Double Z got his video his gaming video? I think it was what was a SmackDown video, SmackDown gameplay, his WWE gameplay where he had the title like Vince gets killed or something like that. They took it down because it was they took it down for you know, what was it fuck self harm or something like that, and you know Double Z appealed it and the video stayed up. You got the video put back up because it had nothing to do with like suicide or self harming yourself or anything like that. I don't get it, but I mean, just YouTube just taking down videos for vulgar language or just they just see something that's not right. Then no. We're gonna take you. We're not gonna give you a strike. We're gonna take the video down for nudity. My video doesn't have nudity. Oh, we're sorry. We'll put it back up. Telling you, Susan and her team of wackos are a wacko. I mean, it's like you can't say anything on social media or on YouTube or social media, but you get the big old back slap of doom, like 30-day ban on Facebook, or you'll get either a strike on YouTube or to just take the video down. Yeah, but with their stupid, the communication laws and just the ridiculous censorship laws and censorship rules on Facebook and YouTube, it's just fucking stupid. I mean, it is what it is. So, but still, I think it's first of all, these videos going down, for vulgarity and stuff like that. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Censorship fucking sucks. Oh, I cursed. What are you gonna do, Susan? What are you gonna do? Come on, come on, come on! Like Shinsuke, come on! Censorship sucks. Because basically, social media loves to fuck with our freedom of speech and our freedom of expression. And someday somebody's gonna sue for that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm suing because I'm invoking my First Amendment right, the freedom of speech and freedom of expression. And the judge is like, you go to the Supreme Court, you go to the judge, you take it to the judge. The judge is like, well, I can't really do anything about it. It's in the rules. It's in these stupid rules that the Communications Act says. You got to abide by the rules. You know what I would say? Fuck the rules. Say what I want. I have the right to say what I want. And the right to do what I want. And express myself. That too. See? I just express myself. Not in a good way, but it is what it is. But yeah, censorship should be just non-existent. Let us say and do whatever the living fuck we want. Except in certain cases, yeah, I can see censorship being put in. Like if somebody shows their cat, somebody shows their wang or shows their butt or their boobies or something like that. Then yeah, I can say okay, yeah, that should be taken out on YouTube or on social media. Put that stuff on Pornhub or whatever. See how many views you get. But still, free speech. Free speech. Free speech on YouTube, free speech on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and wherever else. And that's it. All right, we got to get this video done because it's 11:30. Kaientai 2.0. Well, maybe. Like I said, I would love to have a Japanese stable of EO. We could have EO. You could have Kairi, Asuka, Saray. I forgot about little Saray. I forgot about her. You have Saray. You have 4 women. Then you have maybe two or 3 guys in there. You have Shinsuke. You have Kushida. And I guess you can put any schmuck in there too. Maybe maybe have Funaki as the manager for the entire stable or something like that. I was gonna say, what's the guy's name from Mr. Choppy Choppy Yo PP? Have that guy, but I think he's dead, which sucks. You can't have, I would love to have maybe Dick Togo there or whoever. Maybe that guy goes Choppy Choppy Yo PP. I like to have him there, or maybe bring it. Well, I don't know if he would come back to WWE just to do a Japanese stable thing, bring in Taka Michinoku. But I don't even know what Taka's doing anyway. I just think I think Taka's just doing nothing at the moment. He was with Zack Sabre Jr. for a while, but I haven't seen Taka Michinoku in a while. I think he's maybe doing. I know he has a wrestling school. I think so. He must be doing that. So I don't know. But if we ever see Taka Michinoku again, it'll probably be him and Funaki going to the Hall of Fame. Together as Kaientai, or if Taka goes in by himself. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Taka Michinoku in the Hall of Fame and Funaki, inducts him and everything in Japanese. Or you have the broken Japanese, the broken English, or the broken Japanese on. He's talking, and then like I think it was Bruce Pritchard was doing. I think it was Bruce Pritchard was like, they're going, indeed, which I think was Bruce Pritchard doing the voice, or I forgot who did the voice for that. And then like Taka's like, like, Otako will probably say something in English. It's like, thank you very much. And then he'll start talking in Japanese again. Like, they'll cut the Kaientai promo. It's like, we are evil. And then, and then next thing you know, everybody's hyping, everybody's cheering, and everybody's getting ready for what Funaki's gonna say. And he goes, indeed. And that ends the whole thing. That'll be great. It is what it is. So I think Mr. Fuji's in the Hall of Fame. If he's not, he should be. But it is what it is. Mr. Fuji! Anyway, Nick says they'll probably have a bomb belt on a pole match. Oh, God. I got a great idea. Nick, you'll love this one. Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali, bomb belt on a pole match. Regular referee, right? Fans, everything in Saudi Arabia. Michael Cole and Ahmed, the dead terrorist, on commentary. Or just Ahmed on commentary. That would be hilarious. Or maybe Ahmed does the ring announcing. You'd be like, hello, infidels! This next match is scheduled for 1 fall. Until somebody blows up. And then he'll be like, silence! Look at you! That'll be hilarious. I'd mark out for that. That'd be funny. But like Mansoor gets the win because he's he has to get the win. Anyway, he puts on the belt and it blows up, and then we hear Ahmed on the mic. He goes, "He killed you! I want to kill you!" or something like that. That would be hilarious. That would be freaking hilarious. Or like I said, Ahmed on commentary, and like what Nick just said. Silence! I kill you, Michael Cole. That would be hilarious. It'd be better than having like Mickey Mouse, on Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and Donald on commentary of Disney buys the WWE. They'll have like Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and Donald and Michael Cole on commentary, and like during the night, Mickey and Goofy are arguing on freaking commentary. So like not Mickey, Michael Cole is like he goes to Mickey. He's like he goes to Mickey. He's like, hey Mickey, why are you so mad at Goofy? Right? He starts yelling. He starts him and Goofy start like going at it. And then Michael Cole's like tries to break it up. Donald can't do anything because like we can't hear what the hell he's saying. They're going at they're yelling at each other. And then Michael Cole's like trying to be the peacemaker, and he like goes to Mickey. He's like, "What the hell is going on?" Right? And then Mickey's like, Minnie and Goofy Minnie's having an affair on me with Goofy. And then Michael Cole just blurts out, "Damn it, Minnie, fucking Goofy." Oh boy, kill me. I'm a freaking animal. See, freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want. That'd be funny as hell. Minnie's fucking Goofy. But I digress. Mr. Yamaguchi. Where the hell that thing go? Oh, there we go. Mr. Yamaguchi, choppy your PP. Back in the Attitude Era, I think that was, right? 1998, 99? I think that was when that gimmick started. With who was it? It was Val Venus, Kaientai, Mr. Yamaguchi. Was Kenzo Suzuki a part of that? Or was that after? So I thought it was no, that was with Tajiri. I'm thinking of some. I forgot. Cause I thought freaking Val Venus was going after what's her name, Yoko whatever, not Yokozuna, but what's her name, the Japanese geisha. 'Cause I know Val Venus did. There was Val Venus and Kenzo Suzuki were going at it, and they had a big feud, and like Val Venus said like some weird freaking sexual stuff to to Kenzo Suzuki's geisha. It's like remember that promo he did. He was like saying he said something to the geisha. It's like he says something like, I was like, I'll put something else on your face or something like that, and it won't be face paint. I forgot what he said, but it wasn't PG. And I think that whole thing started with that. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's that in '98 or is it later on. I think that might have been the whole thing with with Kai and Tai, Mr. Yamaguchi, and Kenzo Suzuki, and the geisha, whatever her name was, Yoko Suzuki. I don't know. Sushi. I don't know. But we'll move on from there. I think that was in '98. I could be wrong. Anyway, Disney buys WWE. That's a circus waiting to happen. Yeah, exactly. Mickey, Goofy, Donald, and Michael Cole on commentary on SmackDown. That would be hilarious. On Raw, probably be who can you have on commentary for that? For Raw, let's see. Oh my gosh. Who can you have on Raw if Disney bought Raw? Who can you have? Let's think here. Can't have Mickey because Mickey would have to be on SmackDown because it'll be on Fox, or they'll probably put it on the Disney Channel or Disney Plus at this point. But let's see who could be on Raw. Let's see. Who could be a good a good I got one. I just thought I don't know if this would be good, but who knows? Peter Pan and Captain Hook on commentary. Peter Pan, Captain Hook on commentary. Chip and Dale as the announcer. Well, maybe Chip and Dale could be the announcers. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Oh yeah, Pete from Goof Troop, yeah. You put anybody, any bad guy on commentary to do somebody with a good guy. Peter Pan, either Chip and Dale, Scrooge McDuck will be the GM or the owner. No, he'd probably be GM. He could be owner or GM of Raw. Launchpad McQuack would do the interviews. Timon and Pumbaa. Oh God. Timon and Pumbaa. Yeah, Pocahontas. Oh no, she was. Is Pocahontas Disney or is that Pixar? I was gonna say maybe have Pocahontas as the ring announcer. Could have be like a what's her name? What's her name? You know what I mean? Not Stephanie. Hi, Steph. But no. Okay, Pocahontas is Disney. Okay. Or Mulan. The girl from Mulan. You'd have as the ring announcer to be, with you can have Pocahontas be like the ring announcer like Lillian Garcia was or JoJo. And you have you could have Mulan or maybe Elsa from Frozen as a backstage interviewer. Who knows? Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Man, it's a lot of stuff you can do. But yeah, it would be a circus show if Disney ever, God forbid that Disney bought the WWE. It is what it is. What it is. Oops, sorry about that. That happened in '98. Okay, but like I said, Nick, was Kenzo Suzuki part of that, or was that later in the Ruthless Aggression era? With him and the whole thing with Val, with Val Venus talking about the geisha and saying, it's like, I'll put something else on your face. I think that was I think it was in the Ruthless Aggression era. I don't think it was in the Attitude era with the choppy choppy your PP thing. I don't think it was a part of that. I think it was in the Ruthless Aggression era. I could be wrong. Anyway, let's quickly move on because we gotta finish this. So I haven't even finished the freaking review yet. We're talking about freaking Disney. It is what it is. Okay. Dewdrop versus Dumbo. God, Dumbo, really. I don't get that, but okay, I got it. Okay, yeah, Dewdrop versus Dumbo. Dumbo would win that easily, though. Because all Dumbo would do is just fly around the freaking ring and throw and like pick up some fans' peanuts and just start throwing it at Dewdrop. Or take a humongous crap in the ring or something like that. I'd rather have Dewdrop versus some other fat Disney character. I don't think there's many Disney characters that were fat, but it is what it is. There was Pete from Goop Troop, Big Pete from Goop Troop, Timon and Pumbaa. That's from the Lion King, right? Timon and Pumbaa. Was that from the Jungle Book? I forget. I don't really watch a lot of Disney films, but it is what it is. Yeah, Disney. Mulan versus Oscar. Damn. Mulan versus Oscar. I think Oscar would win that. Because as we all know, nobody is ready for Oscar. But you know what it is. That's it. Pocahontas will be managed by Tatanka. That's funny. That's a good one. He comes out with a tomahawk. Something like that. Pocahontas, the new Raw Women's Champion. Who would be the SmackDown Women's Champion? I got it. You know who would be the SmackDown Women's Champion if Disney bought the WWE? Tinkerbell. She wouldn't have to pin anybody. She just throw some pixie dust. Oh, Wendy. Hello, Wendy. I digress. Kenzo Suzuki rap battle with Cena. Oh, that's what. Okay. I could have sworn I thought it was Val Venus and the Geisha, but it was Cena and the Geisha. I still don't even know her name. I think her name was Yoko or one of those weird Japanese girls' names, like Mina Sakasawa or something like that. Yuna Sakasawi. Yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, I do remember the Kenzo Cena rap battle when Kenzo was the United States champion. When they had the old school United States belt before Cena took it and made it the spinner freaking belt. That was horrible. Remember when Cena had the spinner chain and then he won the title from Kenzo Suzuki and they made the fucking spinner US belt look hideous? It is what it is. That's that. But yeah, I do remember that where Cena said, I'll put something else white on your face. Back in the old ruthless aggression era when wrestling was good. That's it. Was it Timon and Pumbaa from the Lion King? Thank you. Say, I don't watch the Disney Channel. I don't watch Disney films. Snow White for Raw Women's Champion. Cruella DeVille as a manager or something like that. Maybe you have Ursula as a Dewdrop or something like that. No, Ursula versus Dewdrop. That would be it. That's the match. Can't be Dewdrop versus Dumbo. Ursula versus freaking Dewdrop. Two fat fucks. That's all I gotta say about that. That would be a slobber knocker. But yeah, Snow White for the put Snow White in there for the Raw Women's Championship. Tinkerbell for the SmackDown Women's Championship. NXT probably put Mulan or maybe Elsa or exactly. Ursula versus Duke versus Nia. My whole Jax. Oy. Anyway, Hiroko Suzuki was the geisha. Oh, okay. She was a nice lady for that. All right. Okay. Let's get back to AEW and not talk about WWE and Disney because we can go hours with that. That's not. Let's finish this up. We're gonna paraphrase. Just gonna run through the segments and just paraphrase, and we're gonna get this done pretty quickly. And I'm not upset because I want to eat something and go to bed. All right, so going back to AEW for the following. So first match was the Hangman Adam Page in the order of the Super Smash Brothers, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno and the Beaver Boys, Alex and Johnny Silver taking on the Elite, the Bucks, Gallows and Anderson, and Kenny Omega with Don Callis commentary, and Brandon Cutler at ringside, basically doing nothing. So that and Nick Jack. And that's pretty much it. So they get the win. Page does not get a title shot, and neither does. So I gave them a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And move on from that. All right, start. All right. After that, we go backstage with Alex Morales and a good Pac, not Tupac, but Pac. Basically, he's asking him about was like, well, where he's alone. He's like, what are you doing here alone? Where's there's Bray Phoenix and Pentagon Mido. Pac said that something happened to their car at the airport. It got canceled. So he blames Andrade for that. So Andrade comes in with Chavo, Chavo Guerrero, his consultant, and that other guy. Well, I still don't even know who that guy is. Recently they come in. Chavo's talking. He said that, Pentagon and Phoenix are on their way to the arena. We got them a nice looking limo, so they're gonna arrive in style. Continuing the Andrade, he wants everybody to be with him thing. So Pac's gonna be by himself, and Andrade's gonna have this big, humongous Latino faction, like Los Ingobernables de AEW, or whatever it's gonna be called. I don't know if he can call it that. I think it's not trademarked. As far as I know, Los Ingobernables de Japón is trademarked in Japan. I don't know if Los Ingobernables is trademarked in Mexico, but I think Andrade can use it. So we'll probably get Los Ingobernables de AEW, with Andrade, Chavo, Ray Phoenix, and Pentagon turning on Pac. And maybe, just maybe, from what Andrade and everything that he wants his He wants Horseface Charlotte to be with him in his corner. Why not? Why not? She's already in hot water with WWE anyway. You know, after she breaks her dad's record, she's like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm going to AEW just to destroy that division." It is what it is. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with Andrade and Pac and the remnants of the in the next coming weeks. But I do see Pac. I see Pentagon and Ray Phoenix turning on Pac and just beating crap out of him. But I don't know who Pac can get to face them. Joins up with somebody. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, after that we go to the Starks FTW Championship celebration. Has some people, some guys, some band playing out and everything. You know, a player, you got a big old player and a guy banging a drum. I think a guitar player. I don't even know. Anyway, back up a Brian Cage. He's dissing him left and right, saying he has no charisma. He's not, he's not a star. He's like, I'm the glue of this, of Team Taz and everything. Taz is up on a big riser or something like that on the other side of the stage, probably getting a nosebleed, brother. Hook was out with him, and he has flowers. I'm like, where the hell is Will Hobbs? With the group. But anyway, he disses Cage. Cage comes out and beats the crap out of the band. Clotheslines the trombone player. Then he beats the crap out of the guy with the bass drum. And then he picks up the bass drum and just smashes it on the guy. Why not? Then he goes in the ring with the trombone. And then JR said something like, trombones don't need to be here in wrestling, kind of like a diss to the New Day, with Xavier Woods, and the whole trombone stuff, that doesn't belong here in in wrestling. With a diss to the New Day. So he breaks freaking trombone pieces and is trying to go after Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks and Hook bail, and that's it. So that continuing feud continue that can on over the lame duck FTW World title. I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. So we had that. Then after that we had Excalibur kind of leading us in, saying Tony Khan has opened the forbidden door, and here is Hiroshi Tanahashi. So Tanahashi-san appears in a video that we actually saw. It was kind of cut a little bit if you saw tonight on Impact, showing on Impact. But I think they showed it in New Japan as well. But Tanahashi, basically saying says I've won many titles in my career. During the original one, you see in New Japan and on Impact, IWGP Intercontinental Champion. He was a one-time never open weight champion. Was a 6-man tag team champions, never open weight 6-man tag team champions. I think he's won the tag team champions. But did say he was a record 8-time IWGP heavyweight champion. But the one title that he does not have and he wants is the IWGP United States heavyweight title. So basically he says that he wants, he's the ace and everything, and he says he will face the winner of Lance Archer and Hikuleo, which will be at Resurgence. I don't even know. I think it's in California, I think. And that's going to be on August the 12th, I believe. August the 13th, or I forget when. Sometime in August, I know that. I think it's the second week of August. So that's nice. So That's good. And he says he's gonna take that title in a snap. I don't think he will, but you never know. So that's it. So the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, coming back to the states in 2 weeks. That's nice. And then he might be staying for in the states, or well, he probably fly, like I say, fly back to Japan, maybe do the G1, and then after the G1, he'll appear at All Out to face probably be John Moxley, because Moxley kind of name dropped a whole bunch of people that he went through the forbidden door. But we'll see what happens with it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's that. We move on. All right, then we go to FTR, Dax Hardwood and Cash Wheeler taking on Santana and Ortiz. Tony Blanchard's at ringside. This was an okay match. Just the ending, they had to pull the ending because during they're beating the crap out of each other. Santana doing a whole bunch of moves and everything. But then during the match, I think it was Ortiz had Dax Hardwood in the corner, and then on the other side, goes up to the other end of the ring, goes up top, because I think they were going to hit a tandem move, and then Santana stopped it, and I think he knocked Cash Wheeler off the top, and his freaking elbow, his arm, like his forearm, just like hit the middle part of the of the turnbuckle, or it hit like the side, the top of the turnbuckle, and he just went down, and he's just grabbing his arm, right? So he was out of the match for like the rest of the match, and Hardwood hits a bling buster on 1, 2, 3. So they had to abruptly end it. I think LAX was supposed to win the match, but yeah, not the greatest of endings. They had to do an audible. So they had to win the match. They gave 3 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, they Paul Turner goes over there. Dax Hardwood goes over there. Medics are like looking at freaking at Cash Wheeler. He is, spewing blood. He sliced his freaking forearm open. But he's gonna be okay. I think he's gonna be out for a little while. Cause that was gruesome, and people on like side the ring saw the whole thing, and they were like creeped out. Scary fucking thing. But hopefully a speedy recovery to Mr. Cash Wheeler, and hopefully comes back in the next couple of weeks. I don't think he'd be back on at Homecoming. I don't think. I think he's gonna heal up. He's gonna take time to heal that wound up. Oof. God forbid he probably had like a ton of stitches, and he's gonna have like a brace or something over that forearm. So he'll probably be out. I would say maybe a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks maybe, but we'll see. But hopefully he's getting better, and could have been a lot worse. But thankfully it wasn't. So like I said, 3 out of 5 stars for that. FTR get the win after a bling buster by Dax Hardwood, and that's it. 11-minute match. All right, after that, we go to the back with Tony Baloney and the AEW Women's World Champion. Say it with me now, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. And we have Rebel Reba next to her, of course. Gotta have Reba next to her. Okay. So Tony's asking her, about what last week. He's like, "Oh, sure, I'll talk about that." So she starts bragging about the women and saying that Nyla Rose is a botch machine, which she is. But anyway, and she said that she made Nyla Rose tap with Roken, kind of playing a little bit off the Kurt Angle. Okay, I won with a broken freaking neck. So she won with a broken wrist to retain the AEW Women's title. She said that everybody's waiting for her to fail, and she's like, her and Reba keep getting hurt since basically everybody's gunning for her. So she says she's gonna get someone to watch her back. Don't know who that might be. She's gonna get someone to watch their back, and she's saying, "All you people want me to fail and everything." blah blah blah, and then she says, "Well, I'm gonna make you all suffocate, and that's your prescription from your good doctor, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby." That was that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. So the doctor is pissed, and that's all right. So Tony Baloney live in the arena. Like I mentioned, he talks about Tony Khan's big announcement, which is AEW Rampage in Chicago, August the 20th at the United Center for the first dance, and tickets are on sale Monday morning at 10 a.m. So go get them now before they sell out. It's probably gonna sell out, but with this fucking virus, who knows if there's gonna be any people there. So while he's promoting it, we hear a whole bunch of CM Punk chants. So we'll see if Punk appears on that show, and what else is going to be out on that show. Kenny wants the show to be heavily, utilizing the women that are on Dark and Elevation. So he wants that show mainly to be like a women's show, but have some of the guys that don't get used either. It's just a 1 hour. I mean, how many people can you put on the show? That's probably gonna be like a three, maybe 4 match show. It'll be quick, maybe 10-minute matches, and then a couple of segments here and there. That's it. That's what I think Rampage is gonna be. I don't think, I thought it was just gonna be like a recap show with a couple of matches, but who knows at this point. But yeah. So August 20th, the first dance in the United Center. That's probably going to be a big show. If Punk is there, just imagine the rating and the pop he gets. Oh, boy. And speaking of Punk, we get to Sting, the man called Sting, and his good buddy Darby Allin. They're interviewed by Alex Marvez about Rampage and First Dance in Chicago. Darby says, he's going to be there. He wants people that they're the greatest in AEW. He's like, I know a lot of people that said they were the greatest. Says, this is what this is the place to be. This is why I came to AEW to fight the best and the greatest. He says, I will face everybody, even if you say you're the greatest and if you say that you're the best in the world. So kind of like a big tease to Punk. And the fans are going nuts. Darby versus Punk. Holy shit. Too. Darby versus Punk. Darby wants to fight. Punk did say in an interview, like he had a list of like people who wanted to fight. Darby was one of them. I would love to see that. That would be a great match. Four, maybe close to 5-star match. Maybe it might happen on August the 20th. We don't know. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. All right, after that, we go to the IWGP United States Heavyweight title match. The Murder Hawk, Lance Archer, everybody dies, who did not come out with Jake Roberts. Came up by himself, and he takes on Hikurio, who comes out to the Gorillas of Destiny theme, which is awesome. Basically, if you don't know who Hikurio is, he's the rich man's Jimmy Uso. Or one of the Usos. He looks like Jimmy Uso, basically, with longer hair. I was like, holy crap, when did Jimmy Uso sign with AEW? Anyway, but yeah, he comes out, and he stops, he goes, and he points to the, goes like this, and then and Haku comes out, and then we're told that Haku is the father of Hikurio. That's kind of cool. So yeah, he'll be at ringside. Yeah, they beat the crap out of each other, but like the fans didn't know what the hell Hikurio was. But anyway, Archer wins. After the he takes Hikurio, he does a root saw, then a superplex. Then he picks him up. It's a blackout. 2.5 out of 5 stars. Wasn't anything to write home about. So it was basically like just a setup match for him and Tanahashi, and that's it. So that's gonna happen on 2 weeks at Resurgence, and we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on. That's it. All right. After that, then we go to the back. Alex Morvez is talking to Cody. Cody's, is at the uh, he's backstage on on the monitors and everything. Tony Khan and uh Tony Khan is like the gorilla, kind of like the gorilla position, if you will. So he's there. Jerry Lynn is there, is like next to him. So Alex Morvez wants to get a word with him about his match with Malachi Black at Homecoming, first time ever. He was in his big white suit and everything. So he's about to talk, and then Malachi Black just attacks him. He's on Black. Black on white violence. Anyway, beat the crap out of the backstage. Then Cody takes him to the stage. They start beating each other up on the stage. The fans are going completely nuts for it. Um, um, Malachi hits a big knee on Cody, laying him out. And he crouches over him. He starts talking to him. Like, that's an actual shirt now. You can buy on AEWshop.com. All right, after that, he's and then other people come out, like Jerry Lynn come out. I think Dante Martin came out, and then Fuego sold out. Like, what the hell are these two next there? Facility. So they they're over him, and Blast just standing there. And then he picks up Fuego, Fuego del Sol, and he just hits him with Black Mass. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't call it that no more. He's calling it what's he called? There's a new name. He just named or something like that. I think it was I forget it. Sin Botch. No, that's not Sin Botch. Yeah, it's called Sin something. Sin Hater or something like that. But anyway, it's a stupid name. I don't know why they changed it from Black Mass to that, the Sin Hater or something like that, whatever it is. I just don't understand. Why would you change it? Yeah, so he knocks the living crap out of Fuego del Sol. I mean, he sold it like a champ. So I'll probably get something on maybe Malachi Black versus Fuego del Sol on Dark or Elevation. Like nobody was gonna really see anyway. But yeah, so it just sets up Cody versus Malachi Black 1-on-1 in Jacksonville at Homecoming, and that's basically it. Basically, there's stories going around about that. The spoilers going out about that. Obviously, Tommy End's gonna beat Cody because Cody's going back to film. He has that reality show with him and Brandy coming out. What's it called? Rose to Riches or something like that. So that's coming out pretty soon. It's also going back to doing that Go Big or Go Home show that's on TBS. So he's going to be filming that. So yeah, he's going to get beat up. He's going to get destroyed, and Malachi Black's going to get his first win in AEW on his debut. And then we'll see. We'll see where he goes from there. But that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Imagine, no, I can't. I was going to say Malachi Black joins the Dark Order. We got to turn the Dark Order heel on that if you want to do that. And I don't see the Dark Order turning heel just yet, but it is what it is. All right, so yeah, I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, after that we get the TNT champ Vito. I mean, yeah. So we get that. About his next week against Lee Johnson, the guy that's banging Julia Hart. It is what it is. He talks about that. Basically says he's a vengeful champion. He's a blessed champion. He says, I'm a champion with a double jointed wife. Pooh, boy. Okay. And just basically praising himself, blah, blah, blah. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's the tag team action. We got Jurassic Express of Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy Jack Perry with that little fucking Marco stunt, and their tag team partner, Christian Cage, as they take on the Hardy Family Office, HFO of Angelico, and Private Party, Mark Quinn, and I say, I'm like, where the hell was like, where's Jack Evans in all this? Did he get hurt? I don't know. Well, who cares? Anyway, yeah, Matt Hardy got a nice ovation because his father, like, you know, his wife Rebby, Rebby Sky was in the audience with their 4 kids. Oy, oy, oy. So yeah, Max was in the audience. Bart and and Wolfgang was in the audience, and with their new the new baby girl Evie. Actually, her full name is Evermore. What the who names their fucking kid Evermore? And then just for short, we're gonna need. Oh, okay, that's Evie. Then. Fucking weird. Man, but Maxwell was okay. Then Wolfgang. I mean, where do you have Wolfgang Van Halen? And you have Wolfgang Van Hardy or whatever. Then you have Bartholomew Hardy. Hardy. Okay. Now we have E. Hardy. God forbid, freaking Rebby Hardy opens the legs again and has a 5th kid with Matt Hardy. Only imagine what the name of that kid will be. Good Lord. Please don't have another kid. Please don't. Please, for the love of all that is holy, don't have another kid. Matt Hardy, please don't. I know you have a whole ton of money, but please do not make another kid with her. Not saying anything wrong with Rebby Hardy, but I mean, come on. 4 is enough. But you got 60, 70 million hours. You got all that merch money that you get from AEW, and from TNA and from Ring of Honor and WWE. You got a whole ton of money. So you can just pop out another 5 kids. Why not? Why not? Anyway, all right, so yeah, they're in the audience and blah blah, and the body's going dada dada. Okay, on Instagram, dada dada dada. Mama, Papa, Stewie going, Mama, 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 Mom, Mom, Mommy. Brought son, Dada, Dada, Dada. What? Hi. Go figure. And long short, Christian and runs Matt out of the ringside area as Marco Stunt, is chasing freaking, he's going there. He's like, "Hey, come back here! We got a match going on." I'm like, "Shut up! Nobody cares about you, Marco Stunt." Good Lord, freaking little runt looks like he's 12 years old. I can whip his ass. Good Lord. Anyway, in the end, Killer takes out Private Party with go and Isaiah Cassidy with which led Mark Quinn ring. He gets a choke slam from Luchasaurus and a big frog splash from 1, 2, 3. That's all I gotta say about that. Private Party continues to get buried. I'm sorry. Private Party should have been tag team champions. I just don't know why they're relegated to freaking Dark and Elevation when they should be getting a world tag team title shot against the team that they beat in the first round of the tag team tournament 3 years ago, almost 2 years ago, really. 2 years ago. I just don't understand why. A little bit left. Beat up. I don't fucking understand that. And that's all I gotta say about that. Just another, just burying. I don't understand why the Bucks of all people they bring in Private Party because they're the hottest thing on the Indies, and Private Party does not. I thought they were gonna, I thought the Bucks were originally gonna win the tournament, and then they got beat by Private Party. Like, oh, Private Party might win. Like looking at the tournament brackets, and I was like, okay, got Pentagon and Pentagon and Ray Phoenix. It's like, okay, they'll probably be in the finals. Who else? You had the Super Brothers, you know, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson in there when they first came into, AEW. It was just two guys, and that was it. And that was it. And then SCU basically won that goddamn thing. I was like, why couldn't you just give it to either, Pentagon or Ray Phoenix, or yeah, SCU? Okay. I just don't understand why private gang. Just don't understand. That's it. Anyway, yeah, 2.5 out of 5. As Christian is celebrating outside the ring, we see a man wearing in a hood. Well, not a hood. He had a mask on and everything. And he beats up Christian Cage, knocks him out with brass knucks, and takes off the mask, and it's the Blade. So yeah, so the Blade went from Orange Cassidy knocking him out. So it's like, oh, okay, so I can't go, so I'm gonna lose to Orange Cassidy. I'm gonna go next up with Christian Cage. Okay. So that match is gonna be at home. Don't care. I think Christian Cage will win that. And that's it. And we move on from there. And then we have also, speaking of what the hell? Okay, I'm getting messages up the wazoo right now. This is late. So the a contenders match, or well, like an NWA Women's Title elimination match. Who's she taking on? God damn it, I forgot who she was taking on. I'm sorry. All right, so that's next week, and I'll get to that in a minute. All right, so that's it. So Christian Cage and the Blade next week 1-on-1, and I don't really give a shit. That's that. All right, then we got a video page telling us, oh, who the hell Nick freaking Gage is. So we see a lot of GCW stuff. GCW, gotta love it. GCW, Game Changer Wrestling. If you haven't seen it, go see it. And I think they're gonna be in San Antonio at the end of the next month. Coming back to Jersey at the Showboat Casino in September. I know that. Not that I may or may not go there. I don't know. I'm gonna take the car down the AC, and we could see some Game Changer Wrestling. But then I'll probably have to stay at the Showboat for the night. I'm not coming back at like 3 o'clock in the morning, coming from AC all the way back up. No way. That's it. All right, we move on. So we get a nice video package for Nick freaking Gage. That's that. All right, then we go to your filler match of the week. We have Julia Hart of the Varsity Blondes. She has Brian Pillman Jr. and Great Garrison. With her, they cut a promo. It was a weak ass promo, Rose promo, saying like, "I'm glad to be signed with AEW. I'm all elite now." Yeah, but we'll probably be seeing her on Dark and Elevation, not on Dynamite much, or on Rampage. Which is, I'm glad he signed her to All Elite Wrestling. That's fine and dandy. And that's that. All right, she's taking on Thunder Rosa, not that Rosa, but Thunder Rosa. Yeah, this was kind of like a squash match. You gave it all. Everything was sloppy. 4-minute match. Rosa wins with a Fire Thunder Driver. What the hell? And that's it. She gets the win, and she stays at number 1 in the women's division. So we could see, you might see Britt Baker, DMD baby, against Thunder Rosa 2 for the AEW Women's World Championship. And we'll see if Britt Baker can get her revenge after that bloody as fuck unsanctioned match between them. Woo! I don't think they can top that one, but we'll see. That's it. All right, so I gave that match 2.25 out of 5. All right, so next week, homecoming, Cody Rhodes takes on Malachi Black 1-on-1 For the TNT title, we got Mito, is Lee Johnson, and in an NWA title eliminated Hirsch. And I don't know if that's going to be at NWA Empower, that women's pay per view, or it's going to be on NWA 73, or when it's going to be. We'll see what Cage and the Blade, and that's it. All right, after that, we go to a promo from John Moxley. You know, the bringing people from New Japan. He says as soon as he lost the United States title, now Tanahashi comes out with his stupid ponytail. So basically, dissing Tanahashi to set up a match at All Out. It says Tanahashi's been dodging him. He sent out a whole bunch of contracts to Japan for more people to fight him. So we're looking to see Mox huge. Sonic sending contracts to Japan. Anybody can come through that door. I'm telling you. Okada, Shingo, maybe Minoru Suzuki again. Goto, Naito. Tony Khan, AEW is starting to become New Japan 2.0 in a little way. People saying it's WCW 2.0, people calling it TNA. It's great stuff. Great stuff. That's all I got to say about that. And we move on. All right, then we go to the main event. The Labors of Jericho, number 2. No rules match. No rules death match. Chris Jericho, the Painmaker. Because he's the Painmaker. I'm the Painmaker. Here's what Painmaker comes back. He takes on Nick freaking Gage in his AEW debut. And Jericho can't have anybody at ringside or anybody to help him out. So he's going to war with Nick freaking Cage, the king of the death match, even though he lost to Mr. Woo Woo Woo. Thanks to 440H. And I think it's going to be Nick Gage against Ricky Shane Page again at the next GCW show. Ricky Shane Page say he's going to end Nick Gage. Yeah, I'd like to see that happen. Anyway, yeah. This match was barbaric. Brutal. Blood. I mean, freaking Jericho was shooting blood. It was gushing. And I'm glad that TNT, Tony Khan went to TNT and said, we're going to have Nick Gage on the show, and, we're going to have light tubes and glass and a pizza cutter. And TNT says, okay, we'll do it. So that was that. So they start the match off. MJF comes out. He's, before, match start, commentary again. The Tony Baloney and everything. And Excalibur and JR and everything. He comes out with popcorn. He's like, hey, I'm going to eat some popcorn. Start the match, and free pizza cutter slices Jericho's arm. Beginning of the match, and freaking Jericho's gushing blood already. Then they start brawling on the outside. I do a little bit of, not too much, because Nick Gage is not all about wrestling. Then they go for weapons under the ring. Jericho gets a bat. Nick Gage gets the light tubes. Jericho gets the upper hand, uses the bat to stop Nick Gage from basically caving in his head with the light tubes. But Gage back. Doing freaking Jericho is busted. Gotta soon. Yeah, 3 hours. I gotta finish this. I gotta go to bed. Yeah, so Gage gets the pizza cutter, just slices his head even more open. The blood just gushing out of his head and his back and his arm. Then they go to commercial into a Domino's ad. And Domino's not too happy with that, by the way. I found it great. Domino's was like, oh, we got a pizza cutter. He's going to an ad for Domino's. I'm hungry for Domino's. Oh, it's too late now. I don't even think I can get it right now. 12:22 at night. I don't think I can get Domino's right now. Anyway, um, yeah, I thought it was funny as brother. Then after that, they come back. Gage is setting up a two chairs with a pane of glass across it, and he takes Jericho, he goes to the top rope, and he was gonna do a stomp through Jericho. Jericho was was underneath the glass thing. He was gonna stomp it, and he was gonna just gonna kill Jericho. But Jericho gets up and goes to the top rope, does the 10 punches of doom. He does Hurricane seeing Nick Gage do the glass. Ugh. But like Nick Gage like went through, he's convulsing. He's like, and he goes, and then Jericho went for the pin, and then Gage kicked out. He's like, no, no, no! Like he basically no sold it, and then they basically go at it again. Gage gets more light tubes. He starts wailing on Jericho. Jericho's he took a shot to the head. He's like, then he takes one to the back. He's like, ah, and convulsing like Devon Dudley. And then he took more light tubes, and he broke one. Then he starts staring on the head with a shank. Then Gage goes outside, brings in wrapped blood, more light tubes. This time wrapped, like 4 wrapped light tubes. Goes to hit Jericho in the head with the combined light tubes. But Jericho does his best Muta impression and blows green mist into the eyes of Nick Gage. Then he takes the light tubes and smashes them over the head. Then after that, hits the Jews Effect elbow 1, 2, 3 to beat Nick freaking Gage at his own game. That's it. So match was great. I gave 4.25 out of 5 stars. If I'm overrating it, you can kiss my ass. Okay? People saying, say this was too violent. Not to diss anybody, but Robbie Battle and WJ like going at it, like, oh, this was garbage and everything. And Nick Gage should be in prison. I mean, I guess you haven't seen Nick Gage in CCW back in 2002, all the way back when CCW started with with Zandig Jesus, and all the guys from CCW and XPW, Messiah and everything. Ooh. That's where Deathmatch started. It wasn't well known because it wasn't on TV. CCW was like basically the deathmatch version of ECW. They just took it up a notch. And then after CCW basically died after this fucking pandemic started, even though CCW had great years from 2002 to 2014, 2015 about. And then just it wasn't great even with what's his name? I forgot his name. The guy that took over from Zandig. What was his name? I can't think of his fucking name. Oh, DJ Hyde. He took over. And then him and Matt Tremont went at it, and Tremont owned CCW at a point. Was a great world champion. And then Joe Gacy won the title. Like a whole bunch of people won the world title. After that, around that time, the Wire Championship with Kill Shot, Isaiah Swerve Scott, MJF won that belt. Yeah, MJF was in CCW. A bunch of people in CCW or in other companies now. Joe Gacy's now in NXT. He was in CCW. He was a Wire champion. He was world champion. Not once, but twice. Decent runs. Matt Tremont, Stockade, who is now just doing indie shows now. Big ups to Joe Stockade, but it is what it is. Yeah, but Robbie Battle and freaking WJ just don't know what the hell deathmatch wrestling is. And this was a way, I think in my eyes, this was a way to showcase deathmatch wrestling to people who don't know what the fuck it is or don't know who Nick Gage is. It was a showcase for Nick Gage and GCW. That's it. But still, 4.25 out of 5 stars for that. It was just amazing. And we're going on 3 hours here. Good lord. I don't think I'll have enough time for damn. Anyway, yeah, 4.25 stars. Afterwards, MJF gets off commentary and he is pissed, obviously. Jericho's in the corner, just like this, gushing out of his face. So MJF goes down to the ring and he announces the next labor of Jericho. And he kind of talks about, kind of quotes Punk, Punk's pipe bomb. Says, there in the corner is good. Labor number 3, Jericho has to win with a move off the top rope. And he's going to. They cut to a clip of them arguing in 2019 when Jericho was the champion, and he makes a joke about it's like your parents conceived you while I was beating up Juventud Guerrero, and he's like, who the hell is Juventud Guerrero? And then Jericho's like, Google it. So they come back to MJF. MJF's like, I did Google it, and payback's a bitch. So he announces that Juventud Guerrero is coming back to face Jericho in a Cruiserweight Classic next week. Hooey, feels like Nitro 1999. 98, 99, I should say. That's all I got to say about that. So that's going to be some good shit next week. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, so all in all, final rating for AEW, and if I'm overrating it, I don't care. 8.5 out of 10 stars. This was awesome. I'm not being a mark about this. I'm just saying it was a great show. Great show. Good show. So 8.5 out of 10 stars for Fight for the Fallen, and we'll see what happens next week at Homecoming. And that's it. All right, let's end up with a little bit more of the chat, and then we'll finish this up, and then we'll go to sleep. Because I think we need to. Nick's laughing. Yeah, we're going on and on about Disney and WWE, all the matches and stuff that can happen. Yeah, that's it could be a separate stream. That can last for hours, dude. I'm not going 4, 5, 6 hours just talking about Disney and WWE and all that shit. I'm not doing that. But, in the future we could. I don't know when, though. It is what it is. All right, we got a newcomer. I have no idea who this is. I'm almost a troll. I don't know who it is, but it's All Elite Mike. Don't know, it's Mike Salim or just another guy named Mike. But, Mikey. It's not Wednesday, but, Mike. What day is it? It's Hump Day. Anyway, All Elite Mike says AEW. Damn right. So thank you for coming in and with a comment. That's it. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. 8.5 out of 10 stars for Fight for the Fallen, and that's it. So thank you all for watching. Get some fucking sleep, people. The weekend's here, the final weekend of July, and have fun. And tomorrow we got SmackDown. We'll see what happens with Roman and Finn Balor and John Cena as well. We'll see what happens with that tomorrow, and much more on SmackDown on Fox tomorrow. And I will be doing a SmackDown review tomorrow night after SmackDown goes off the air. So about around 10, probably around, I would say probably 10:30, 11 o'clock, maybe 11:30. I don't know, depending if I have the energy to do it, because I'll probably be tired all fucking day. But yeah, tomorrow on the Kill Demons channel, go SmackDown review, and then probably be taking off the weekend. That's probably it, because I don't think I'll be doing any videos over the weekend. I just don't think I will. But unless something big comes up this weekend, I'll let you guys know, or I'll just do a separate video on the phone, or if I have time before I do some other things, I'll do a quickie stream on maybe the TTC Reborn channel, or maybe on Kill Demons channel. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So don't forget to hit the bell. So if I do a video, you get notified. Hopefully you get notified, and you get to join me in the chat and all that stuff. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Hit the like button down below, and subscribe to my channels. Follow me on social media, and all that good stuff. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thank you and good night. Rock on and rock hard. And if you don't like that, fuck you, man. Peace. And now I will go get yelled at. Bye bye.